This is TWiT.
Should anybody buy an Intel Mac anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
They're still selling them.
If you have a piece of dedicated hardware that is very crucial to your business, right? Say like my laser or my CNC, that I would stick to Intel for a while, because those type of hardwares, they don't do these kind of, firmware updates where I can get it fixed or whatever. Like, there'll be two $60,000 bricks that do nothing. So in that case, yes. And people love to tax people like me and my specialized machine as, well, it's going to break this. Yeah, but like, my sisters, none of them will be bothered by the change. They don't even know what kind of chip is in their computer right now.
They don't care.
But, and then the other one that's going to be kind of crazy is people like to throw around this pro word. If there was 3 letters I wish that I could absolutely remove from everything to do with tech, it would be the word pro, right? Because people, when Apple does it, it's a fire. When GoPro does it, it's a dope little camera that does what little cameras do. And you know what I mean? But Alex would tell you there's tons and tons and tons and tons of high-level productions that are still using GoPros for certain shots, right? It's not as many as the people who own GoPros want you to think, but they do exist, right? If it solves the problem, if the screwdriver goes into the thing and you turn it and the screw comes out, it works. That's it.
Well, there's also us level pro, and then there's the MKBHD and Jonathan Morrison and Alex Lindsay level pro. Then there's ILM and Pixar. I mean, I think you could spend infinite money, and it's almost like anyone who lives a mile north from you is a northerner. Anyone who does your workit or more is a pro, and anyone who doesn't is just not a pro at all.
100%. I say all the pros is getting paid. If you're getting paid, you're pro. If it works, well, and in the start.
What I will say is that after seeing the rumored performance of this chip, we will hold on to the Macs that we have as long as we can. We're not
interesting. You're not blown away.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy another Intel machine until I see what happens with the next Mac Pros and the iMac Pro, and especially the Mac Pro, which we won't see for a couple of years. But it will definitely keep me from wanting to upgrade unless I absolutely have to. When you have to, you have to. You buy what you need. If it's gonna pencil out financially for a project, you buy the hardware as a pro, right? You don't think about what you need. You just go, okay, well, I'm gonna bill out this much work on it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. It doesn't matter. But I will say that we will only buy what we absolutely have to based on that performance, because I think that the Mac, given this chip, I think that the Mac Pro I think that the Mac Pros and the iMac will be the next group, and then I think the iMac Pro and the Mac Pro will be the next group. And I think that in those swaths, I think we're going to see significant performance increases. And so as someone buying them, I'm going to hold off, if I can, and not just jump into something because it was a cycle or because it's the end of the year or other things like that.
So that's an interesting point. That what you got from this was a signal that it's worth waiting.
That's what I'm doing for the 16-inch, for sure.
That's really interesting.
I'm waiting on that 16-inch.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think that it's going to be. I think the performance that we're going to see is going to be stunning. Right. As we go forward. And I think that by the time we get to the Mac Pro 2 or 3 years from now, I don't think we're going to see anything else out there that has that kind of performance.